Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a twin flame journey reading. This is for anyone who has found this message, anyone who's in a twin flame connection that's looking to learn more about their connection or get some guidance from spirit about this twin flame journey that you are on. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. So grateful that you're here. Welcome to anybody that's new. Let's get started. Spirit, I'm so grateful always that you allow me to hear things and feel things that others may not. I would love to share your messages with anyone who has found this reading. I am listening for you now. Lead the way, light your own path, and the number 23. Lead the way. Look at this big buck, right? I mean, it's a big male, masculine energy. Light your own path. I don't know. Let's keep going for a minute. Of course, you're always on your own path. Maybe you are making sure that you're living up to what it is that you want, and you're not doing things for other people. That you're always, you want to be in a relationship with somebody, but you don't want to bow down to them, right? You want to make sure that you're still on your path and you're still keeping your head strong. I have an astral travel, caution needed. Now, that could be that I dream about my twin. You know, this person has appeared to me in my dreams. I have literally been able to visualize in my dreams this person. I travel to other time periods or other zones, or I know that I've been on a journey with this twin. So that is exactly what happens with twin flames. We keep repeating lifetimes of love, and we learn different lessons each time. But some of you very specifically may feel like this person appeared to you in your dream even before you met them. I have the number 28, mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. An inner knowing. They say that about twins when we first meet them, right? That the first thing that we realized was, I don't know what, I looked in your eyes. There was this inner knowing that I just knew this person was different than anybody I had ever met before. I'd never, quite frankly, felt like anything like it in my lifetime. And usually that's why we're so blown away by our twin connection. It just feels so different. Spirit, please share with me what you want us to know about this connection. Where is this connection headed? I have a Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords. I have a Page of Cups. And I have the Star, Aquarius, okay? My first feeling is I can't hold back the feelings that I have for you. Okay. Maybe it was right out of the gate. Maybe it was, I have an immediate desire for you, an attraction for you, a crush, love at first sight. I mean, there could be 100 different ways to say it, but this feeling of, I want to move forward in this connection. I'm looking at you. I'm checking you out. I want you. I want you. Okay. There's some kind of fear with this connection. Like, what have I gotten myself into? Maybe it's interfering with something else that was going on. I don't know whether it's a third party or not, or just that it's a fast moving energy. And all of a sudden I realized like I'm head over heels in love with somebody, and I wasn't expecting this at this point in my life, or I didn't know this was coming, something like that. I have the Star. Your hopes and your dreams are being fulfilled. So the number 17 in that card also. The Star. Maybe this is what you've been dreaming of. The Four of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me feels like I was coming out of something. Like, what have I gotten myself into? You know, like I was just to a place where I thought I was healing. I had I don't know, maybe you've been in a really good place. You've been in a calm place lately. And all of a sudden and it is a whirlwind. They're calling it a whirlwind. This whirlwind of energy comes into my life, and a little bit of a confusion feeling. Okay. A little bit of, I'm so overwhelmed by this energy right now that I'm confused by it. Okay. Nothing to be confused about. It's just that the twin energy is such a higher vibration than anything you've ever experienced. I have a Three of Swords. So I'm afraid I'm going to be hurt by this person. You know, it's probably that you're falling in love with this person, or they fell in love with you very quickly. So your first fear is, this is the person who's going to hurt me. I have a Strength, Leo energy, number 8, which is my Strength card. Spirit's giving you the strength, the confidence. It's almost this feeling of like, I want to take a step back just for a moment, and I want to appreciate what came into my life. I want to appreciate, instead of feeling overwhelmed and being, scared, I guess, by it, I want to appreciate it for what it is. And maybe you don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's so fast moving that I just don't know what it is yet. So let's keep going. Let's see what the feelings are. Let's see why we're feeling this way. Money issues. We're fighting over money issues. Lack of trust, fear of safety. Lack of trust. Like I'm having anxiety over, I don't even know if it's money issues as much as this could change my whole life. Okay, whether I have to move or I have to move on from something. But it's almost instantaneous. It's like I'm meeting this person, the energy's high, it's exciting, I'm falling in love, but then I have all this anxiety around, like, this could change my whole life. And what if I make a mistake? And what if I move and it doesn't work out? And it's just like, what if, like this big list of what ifs. Well, okay, that could happen. So maybe you don't know the answers yet. A missed opportunity, regrets from former relationships. Don't run if it feels right. Right? Don't run if it feels right. So I don't want to run away from this. And typically there is a runner in a twin relationship. They get that panic of, my whole life could change, or you're the one that could break my heart, and I don't want to risk breaking my heart. I don't want to risk being hurt. But at the same time, Spirit's saying, if it feels right, don't run. Okay? I think that's important. If it feels right, don't run. I want to say that again. Maybe you tend to run. Maybe you tend to panic. Invest. Look at this. Okay, invest. See if they're the one. Spend time together and make an effort getting to know them. An emotional investment. So when this energy comes in so fast and it's so overwhelming, the only thing that we can do is give it time. 1, to calm it down, and 2, to see if it's real. Okay. Exclusive, boyfriend, girlfriend, commitment, possible marriage material, life partner, not dating other people. I want to be exclusive. And there's that fear that just came in again to me, was the sense of, I want to trust that this is a committed relationship. I want to trust that they want the same thing that I want. Spirit just said we might not be there yet. We just are working through some things. We're just getting to know each other. We're investing time. We're, trying to figure it out. A little bit of a flying by the seat of our pants feeling. Let's say, I feel like one of us is a runner. I will say that. I want you back in my life, but I'm really afraid of you rejecting me. So maybe we've had some running already, or maybe we've had some back and forth. Twin flames have a tendency to go back and forth, don't they? I got scared and ran away from you. The intensity of my feelings for you made me fearful, and I'm sorry. That is a very typical twin flame energy. Okay. It's so intense. It's so awesome. It's so exciting. And then all of a sudden it just like blows up in your face. And you're like, why, spirit? Okay. If it feels good, don't run, Spirit's saying. I feel so lost without you, and I'm heartbroken over you. So it's the fear of I would be heartbroken over you. I'm at a loss when I'm not with you. Twin flames really feel a lot of pain when you're not together. It's like your arms cut off. You are you are worthy of so much more than what I can give you right now. I'm working on being the person that can give you what you deserve. So they know this about themselves. I appreciate that, because if they know that they're a runner, or they know that they just have a tendency to get spooked somehow, at least they know that about themselves, so we can work on that. I don't feel ready for you yet. The panic came into me as, oh my God, my whole life is going to change. What if your life changes for the better? What if your life changes because it's all good? Okay. What if that happens? Spirit, please share with me what's going on in this connection. I just want to be with you already. So there's this great passion, almost the sense of, can we just stay in the moment? Twin flames have a hard time doing this, but can we just stay in the moment? Can we enjoy each other? Try to get to know each other. Try to understand this connection. The problem is you can read each other's minds. You know when somebody's starting to get scared, or that you spooked them, or you triggered them, or you can tell that they are like backing away. Like, you're so in tune to that person. Let me be there for you. You could see he's like holding them tight, like holding them in place. Like, please just don't bolt, right? Don't just up and bolt. That's all I ask. It's like, let's try to figure this connection out together. Okay. So the sense of, I don't want you to run. I feel a force taking over me whenever I think of you. It's our souls. I mean, twin flames are two souls that have been separated. They share the same heart. They find each other. They feel complete. They feel whole again. And it is an outer body experience, coming to an understanding. Like, we can talk through these things, right? We can talk through these things. We can say to each other, I'm scared and I don't want to run. And my first response in the past has been to run. We can work through these things. We can work through these types of feelings, is how I feel. So we're coming to a place where I just want to be with you. It's almost like one of us is a little bit stronger than the other right now. And maybe it is a sense of, maybe it's a sense of, let me guide you if you're not ready, like, I want you both to be ready for this connection, but one of you may be more in tune with what is going on than the other one. You may identify it as a twin, right out of the gate, and the other one's like, this is just too intense for me. This is just too crazy. I cut her or him off. I have a feeling that somebody is a runner in this connection. Okay. You probably have been through this cycle at least once. Either we have pushed each other away, we've blocked each other, and we just know that we're supposed to be together. I'm hiding behind material things. So they throw themselves into work. They throw themselves into excuses. We had that card about money in the beginning. I need to work. I need to make money. You don't get it. I've got problems, So they throw themselves into excuses when really what's going on is they're hiding their feelings, or they are not stepping forward and admitting their true feelings about this connection. My ex is jealous. That could be an excuse. I'm making someone else my priority. Maybe somebody interfered in this connection. Maybe that's what they ran to, and you are devastated by that for some of you. I wonder if you still care. Maybe somebody interfered in this connection. I'm talking to somebody new. That feels like you. Sometimes when somebody hurts us, our first response is, I don't care if you're my twin or not. You hurt me. You devastated me. Bottom of the deck. I'm scared to face my feelings right now. So we have other people involved. We have other feelings involved. We have, it just got complicated. It just became too much for me. And my first response is that I'm going to push you away because I don't know what else to do. And Spirit, please share with me. Why is this person pushing me away when we can have it all? Why are they feel like they have to run to somebody else? Or why did they feel like they had to use excuses to not be in this connection? A Page of Cups. King of Wands. King of Swords. And an Ace of Wands. So I've got somebody who's pretty strong-willed here, who a little bit of I want what I want, okay? A little bit of selfishness coming into me, a little bit of I'm determined to get what I want. Maybe they're trying to win you back, with this page. Maybe they're trying to recreate the energy that they lost, or they pushed you away, or they ran away, and now they're trying to figure out, how would I ever get you back? How would I ever repair the damage, so to speak? All I know is that they still have feelings for you, because and that's what happens with twins. It's like, even when twins are with other people or they've left the connection, they still are fantasizing about that person. They still have feelings for the other twin. They can't get them out of their system, Spirit just said, So even if you are not in a relationship with this person right now, it's this feeling of, I can't get you out of my system. I can't stop thinking about you. I either stay up late at night and think about you. I daydream about you. I wonder what you're doing. And there's all kinds of feelings out there of, I swear you can feel me. I swear when I talk out loud, you can still hear me. So part of me feels like this twin connection is trying to find its way back to each other. Whatever you guys have gone through. The Hanged Man. Spirit might just have you in a pause, so you guys are learning to understand why you're not together. Why does this keep happening to us? Why do they run? Why do they push me away? So maybe we're learning. A Knight of Swords. This literally just came into me as them reaching out to you and saying, try again. And I know a lot of you are like, oh God, that's the past. I don't want this person. But twins have a tendency to get back together. Okay. They can't walk away. I'm going to say it that way. They have a very, very difficult time walking away from their twin. So it's always this kind of, I keep trying. I keep wanting to be with you because I can't get you out of my system. I just can't let you go. I wish things were different. I wish it wasn't hard. I mean, all twins struggle with some of these things. You are very special to me, right? You're very special to me. and there's no one like you, you know, so that's important. I hope that you'll wait for me. I wish things were different. I hope you will wait for me. You know, I mean, there's this, I mean, my pages are filled with hope, right? My pages are filled with hope. There is this always this hope of things are going to be different this time. Things, the problem is that when you're not it together and you see you meet other people, nothing compares to what you had with your twin. Okay, you can meet great people, but the intensity that you had with your twin, the intimacy you had with your twin, nothing compares. So it's really, really hard to walk away from wanting that back. You make me want to do bad things. There's the devil card. So they've got some behaviors, they got some things that they shouldn't be doing, right? They've got to release that. Okay, that could be a seduction feeling, like I just want to seduce you. There is someone else. I think somebody interfered in this connection for sure. An Ace of Swords. We probably have talked it out. The truth of whatever happened in this connection has probably come to the surface. No doubt in my mind, you know, there we go. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, sometimes is sorry good enough? I don't know. I hope you'll wait for me. Some of you are going to say, sorry isn't good enough. Some of you are going to say, I need them to apologize. Some of you are going to say, I've waited long enough. All I can tell you is that twins somehow find their way back to each other. They forgive and forget. They forget the hurt. They spend time focusing on that we're really good together when we're really good. And what did Spirit say to me? If it feels good, don't run. So we want to go back to this energy of, I don't want you to run. I don't want you to run. You know, like, what is making you run? I will be more consistent, I promise. Okay, I like that. You know, like, I'm sorry, I'll be there for you. I'll be more consistent. I'll be more available. We'll talk more. We'll communicate better. You know, whatever it takes. You know, so there's some of that going on. I like that. My mind is telling me no, but my heart is telling me yes. I like that even better. I mean, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mind, you know, my mind does one thing and then my heart says yes. I mean, you know, it's hard. It's hard because you guys share the same heart. Keep that in mind. You are sharing the same heart. So the sorries are felt. You know, you either feel like they are truly sorry and they really mean what they're saying, because you'll know you'll know what if they're lying to you. You'll know if they're being honest with you. You are my eternal love. So keep that in mind. Twin flames travel eternity together, right? And it is so hard for us to separate that, you know, that bond, you know. So whatever you're going through in this lifetime, it's kind of, you know, this is an eternal love. So we've traveled other lifetimes together. We've gone through this before, or they've run before, they've hurt before, they have come back before. Everything that we're going through today, we probably have done in the past, until we learn the lesson of whatever it needs to be learned. You make my heart skip a beat. There's nobody that makes you feel the way your twin does. Let's face it. Nobody. It's you and me forever. So there's still this sense of us figuring this out. There's still this sense of we can't compete with eternity. Okay. I like the shooting stars that just came into me with these cards. Like they just, I mean, they literally were like moving. I could see them out of the corner of my eye. It was like these shooting stars. This is tough. This is a twin flame, union that is either trying to find their way back to each other and get over some hurt and some pain, and trying to get to the place where we don't want to run anymore. I know what I want, and that's you. So we've got some apologies. We've got some realizations that they still want to be with you. We've got some realizations that there's no one else that compares to you, that there's no one else I feel the same way about. Even when I tried to be with other people or I pushed this away, nothing ever compares to this connection. And I always keep coming back to this connection. So we are going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you. That's why I called this a twin flame journey reading, because it's a journey. There's no definitive answer in these readings. There's no, this is what's going to happen next, because it is really dependent on each of your relationships with your twin. But I'm hoping that through these types of readings that you get some better understanding as to why these types of relationships are challenging and what is really going on with your soul energy. Okay, so let's put this out into the universe and let's ask Spirit to continue to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you are new to my channel and you appreciated this reading, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you again for all of my subscribers, my angels in my membership. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.